Well, last weekend was a bit of a bust. I only had 2 games to really recommend. Good news though is it looks like Steam and Namco has been kind to me. Now through Friday, the Tales of franchise is on sale at their Black Friday prices. Again, let's go from least to best, kind of like I did on Black Friday. First up, Tales of Zestiria. I'm actually playing through Zestria again, and yeah, so far my opinion hasn't changed. It's a good JRPG, well worth $5, but it's got a lot of flaws, from a half-baked story. Again, Alicia starts off the game having her look like she's going to be the protagonist, with Sora being the hero, only for her to just drop out at the middle of nowhere so you can get Rose. Throw in convoluted armor upgrade system, and you can see why this is on the bottom of the list. The combat system is fun, and the world is actually kind of fun to explore around, and it does have a few things that have some charm to them, so it is worth $5. If you have money to spend on the rest of the game, I would recommend these other games first. The next one up on my list is Tales of Berseria, which is a huge step up from Zestria. Now, Berseria is a prequel to Zestria. Berseria puts you in the shoes of the first Lord of Calamity, Velvet Crow, as she tries to take vengeance on the shepherd Artorias, who betrayed her and murdered her brother and turned her into a demon. It's again a good game, and I enjoy the combat. The story this time is a lot better, as Velvet is not an easy-to-like protag in the way Luke from Tales of the Abyss was, but the story goes on. She develops from an angry demon-possessed woman to someone who does what she must, not necessarily for vengeance, but because she realizes Artorias must be stopped for the good of the world. It's a fun story, and I enjoyed all the characters in it, with the combat system being a bit more on the simpler side, but still a lot of fun. Well worth $5 again. And then finally, another game that's worth $5 is Tales of Symphonia. This game is a classic for a reason. It may be a bit old school, but the story is good, and the voice acting in the English dub is excellent. The story follows Lloyd Irving, an idealistic young man who, after a few mistakes, must journey with his friend Colette to regenerate the world. Along the way, they find out that there is something with the world regeneration ceremony, as well as the second parallel world that is vying for the magical resource of mana that Lloyd must explore and find the truth if he really wants to put an end to his world of Silverant's suffering. Yeah, it takes elements from Final Fantasy X and V, but that's part of its charm. It's still a unique story. The characters are fun. The combat may be a little bit old school, as this was the first Tales of game that was in 3D, so the combat's a little bit basic, but I still enjoy this game. Well worth $5. The next game is $10, double the price of the other ones, but boy is it worth that price increase. This is the one I recommend if you can only get one of them. Tales of Vesperia is one of the best JRPGs I've ever played, from the really fun combat system to having the best JRPG protagonist in Yuri Lowell. He's no emo teen or wide-eyed young idealist, but rather a cynical ex-soldier who has become a father figure to a group of young adventurers he takes under his wings on all his misadventures. He's a great character, and the game story never quite goes like you expect, at least for the first two-thirds. After the two-third point, it does go into some RPG cliches, but at the end, it's still a blast and worth $10. Anyways, guys, these are some great sales. Let me know which Tales of game you're planning on picking up in the comments section below. And again, please like this video if you find this useful.
At least the new medicine's supposed to come today. Until then, you stay in bed, got it?
What? Aw, but I wanted to go to the Cape.
Sorry, you'll have to wait.
Can I at least read a book?